Welcome back. And today I'm going to show you my hopeless Symaqus level 3 auto team. At first, yay, we can use Roana as frontline tanker again. So, why Helga? Helga provides attack buff, she even provides effectiveness that in my case my Cidd can defense break too. And Helga's specialty change makes it possible that her S1 and her S2 are both 2-turn defense breaks. So she's basically my main defense breaker in this team. And she does a good job since it is 55% on her S1 and 60% on her S2. Why Roozid? He buffs speed, he buffs CR, and his S1 even slows the boss. And slow debuff is basically, besides defense break, the best debuff you can have in any expedition. So his kit is so perfect, especially for hopeless Symaqus. He even can attack break, which helps your team if you may have a hard time at one point. So yeah, he's pretty solid, and I have built him on a DPS build as well, so he's not just only for support. Why Cidd? Well, of course, why Cidd is literally one of the best single target DPS that exists there. He gives himself speed buff. He has a 100% defense break on his S1 as long as he has speed buff. I mean, what do you want more? Also, why is Roozid so good? The thing with hopeless Symaqus, whenever he does his S3, you get the groggy debuff of course, but the groggy debuff is just reducing your speed by 100%. So when you have speed buff, which gives you 30% additional, you are basically down to 30% speed and not 0. Which is why speed buff is pretty solid, since your DPS is not completely relying on CR push. I have run this team like 10 times or 15 times already, and I'm consistent between 900,000 if I get very unlucky with defense breaks and 1.3 million. And there wasn't an occasion where I was very close to dying, so it's pretty solid. Let's go over my units. At first we have Roozid. Give him some kind of tank stats. The best artifact for him is Roana and Luciella, so he can cycle his S3 and all of his debuffs. Of course, enough effectiveness. Keep in mind, minus 5% effectiveness, since Helga's skill tree gives all Earth units 5% more effectiveness. So that's my Cidd. He has kind of tank stats, but besides that he's on full DPS. You have seen I run him on Dust Devil and skills off, which is probably the best. I have tried him on Elias Knife, but I had even less defense breaks, and I think Dust Devil on skills off is just better. And then we have Helga, a little bit tanky too. She also needs around 80 effectiveness to hopefully always get the defense break. Give her some DPS gear because she can do some good DPS too. And Card of Small Miracle to make your team a little bit more tanky. And then of course Roana. My Roana is very tanky. I would say it is overkill. You should try for yourself if less tanky is enough or not. And counter set is definitely not needed. Mine only has counter set because I use her for PvP. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys liked it, and maybe you want to build that team too, or you got some ideas on how you want to build your team. I will make a more in-depth guide later, but I have to collect some data on what can work in the best way. So yeah, that's it. See ya!